Why voters think their life changes depending upon who's in office. I've been doing some thinking because the election just took place, and I've been doing some thinking. And here's my view on things as far as who you choose goes, right? You still, as an individual person, have to take care of yourself. There may be some perks, there may be some things that people want to see passed. There may be some laws that people support people for pushing or backing, which is understandable. You want to see some things happen. You want to see some bad get abolished. You want to get some negativity get taken out or written out or voted out. That's understandable. But as far as thinking that your life is dramatically going to change because of a person that's in office, you're feeding into the hype. Whether you think your person got in office or whether your person did not get in office. And I know this was a very important election. I know this was a very important election for everybody. People wanted to have their person that they voted for be in office, and it felt like this would be a big win for them. Because I understand, I was under the same spell when Obama was in office. So, with that being said, with that being said, shout out to O. I don't think he's a bad guy, but it's like telling people who to vote for is kind of crazy. But I'm not even going to give any opinions on that, all right, because I'm not even that far deep into it. I choose to not be that affected by it and understand other people's point of view where they say, you are affected by it. I understand people's opinion, but the thing is, you're your own president. I am the president of Druuill. You are the president of you. You can be presidential in your own life. You can make God your president. He's mine. And I understand everybody doesn't look at it that way. They tend to be more physical, more 3D, more three-dimensional. Knock, knock, who's there? Solid, concrete evidence. Seeing is believing. I get it. But y'all got the wrong kind of seeing. Seeing is believing doesn't mean hard, concrete evidence or proof to some. Seeing is believing is mind's eye type of ordeal. Mental thing. What you see is what you get. What you can visualize with your mind is what you'll get. And the thing is, people, including myself, that's why I'm working on myself every day, all the time, 24/7. People will perpetuate things that they don't want unknowingly. It's like having something on and running, and you're not aware that it's on and running. Oh, snap, let me shut this off. A lot of people aren't aware that they have old programs up and running that are just not serving them anymore and are depleting them because they aren't deleting them. Got to delete these old programs thinking that, you are our leader, be our leader, be our leader. They got people under a Be Our Leader spell. They have people under a Be Our Leader program. MK Ultra, brainwashing. Kanye in the building. Yeezy in the building. Brainless, mindless drones. It's people's choice. People choose to stay asleep, but people are waking up. This election was a little different. People are waking up, especially if you read Animal Farm. The horse is waking up. All right, shout out to all the horses. The horses are waking up. You're not just going to make us do all the work anymore and give us nothing, and we just take what's given to us. No, the horses are waking up. We're waking up to realize that, wait a minute, we've done the most work, did the most work, do the most work. It's time for the people. It's time for the people to take a stand. And it doesn't matter who you choose as long as you feel in your heart of hearts you're doing what's right at the end of the day. And that's just my point of view on it, and that's my take on it. Because nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong or right. Only thinking makes it so. So with that being said, you're your own president. You have to be presidential. And another thing, because we're going to get more into that, I always found it interesting to hear old folks say, things were always better when this person was in office. Things were always better when that one was in office. It doesn't matter who is in office. It matters who's in control of your mind. And whoever they put in office, they know that's the person that has the most control over people's minds. Whoever they know can control the most people, that's who's going to win, regardless of your vote. They have something called the Electoral College. They still can decide and choose. They make it seem like it's something historical, phenomenal, big. This big moment in time in history. This thing is already mapped out. It's already played out. They know who's going to be president. They got Illuminati bloodlines. Are you kidding me? You gonna listen to I love me some Eminem and I love me some hip hop. Especially love me some Nicki Minaj. And before Cardi B got Offset, what? Man, you couldn't tell me nothing about about what I thought about her before I learned about her and just, nature in general. More, I already knew some things, but I was like, you know what? I like that. But, I've got new views. But that's beside this video. I still don't mind her. Hey, yeah, she's alright. She's alright. The girl's alright with me. Yeah. So, that being said, people will say it was better when this person was in office. It was better when that one was in office. But forgetting, number one, that God should be taking the place of that person. You're basing your reality off of a person. You're giving all your power away unnecessarily. You hold the power. This is the Matrix. You hold the power. People could tell, people are asleep. People are going to tell you that's crazy and all this other things, but they're asleep. Of course, they're going to tell anything that a person who is programmed by something, that hears something outside of that program, they're not going to be able to acknowledge it unless you make them malfunction and short circuit, and the chip breaks, and they put the glasses on, and they see reality for what it is. Not everybody is ready to put the glasses on. Not everybody is ready for the red pill. Some people are only going to take the blue pill. They're going to want to go back to reality, act as if they don't know anything, and forget everything and know nothing. And not have to deal with the pain and suffering of being aware and quote unquote woke. It doesn't have to be a pain and suffering ordeal. May not have as many people be supportive of you as you would like. People may not want to hear what you have to say. And your opinion may, make people separate from you. Your views may make people agitated with you. You may irritate some demons in some people because you won't accept what this program has put in place. It's like you're a square peg trying to go into a circle hole, trying to interact or conversate or just, involve yourself with certain people. Your energy is on a higher level. You're beyond this world and this realm and everything that goes on within it. Are you still within it and somewhat subject to being affected by it? Somewhat. You're subject to it by your thought. That's why you're your own president. And this is why you are God as well, because your thought has power over everything. What you experience, what you think, what you feel, how your life goes. Not somebody in the office, not a Kamala Harris, not a Donald Trump. That's for the people under the program. People are asleep and they don't know they're asleep. They think that somebody, a man in a chair in a building, controls how things go for them. On certain aspects, yes. But as a whole, totally, as far as like you choosing what you decide to be, you choosing what you decide to have, you choosing where you decide to go in life. They could turn this mug into World War Infinity if they want to. Guess what? Regardless of world conditions, you have the power to prosper. Regardless of whoever's in office or whatever echelon or whatever this or whatever that or whatever crisis, doesn't have to be that way for you. Because you can see something different for yourself. I believe in miracles. All right? Whitney Houston wasn't the only one. I believe in miracles, man. God is real. God is real. The power and presence within you can create whatever outcome or reality you so choose to see for yourself. If you live in a reality where you feel subject to somebody's government and to where you feel you're under control and you feel that the moves they make really have that much power or impact over your life, hey, I'm just saying, hey, you have to learn how the mind works. The mind is in control of how reality works. It's like trying to get the car to move without getting inside the mother. You standing outside the car. Why this car not going nowhere? Government told me. And that's why you have people who even get a handout from the government and not even know what the heck to do with it. How many people got that money and then PPP loans in jail, locked up, Then wasted the money, started a business, and closed before it even opened. You have to take governance of thyself. You gotta govern thyself. I'm pretty sure the Bible says that in one way or another. Know thyself. You gotta take self-governance over your own body. It's up to you, not Donald Trump. That's what he meant by pull yourself up by your bootstraps. People heard that and was like, I gotta do something for myself. And I'm not, I don't even, I'm in support. I'm supporting me. I'm supporting me. I support God. I support righteousness. I support what's right. Whoever you support or vote for, that's up to you. If whoever is right, that's what you do. Whatever is right, that's what you do. But make sure you're right to yourself first. People will put more hope and prayer and more faith into another person other than themselves. How you gonna have faith in the country you live in before you have faith in your damn self? You're the one that makes this country great. If you don't have faith in yourself, the country's gonna go to piss poor. All these people coming over here that's not citizens, they got faith in themselves. I come over here to America and make a great life. That's somebody that has faith in themselves. That's someone that has faith in their God. People coming over here, they don't give a damn who's in office. What? Huh? Who? Huh? Recession? Depression? What crisis? All they know is what they need, what they want, what they deserve, what they have a desire to get. They know what they want. You can't tell them nothing. You know it's hard now. So and so's. I had someone walk past me and tell me it's hard because somebody is in office. People make excuses based off that type of stuff. A lot of people make excuses based off, so and so's in office. Why try? That's their excuse. It makes them feel good. They get to put the blame on somebody. Usually, if you find yourself putting the blame on somebody illegitimately, catch yourself. Even if you find yourself putting the blame on somebody, it's better just to recognize, to not be in that situation again, and still take accountability and self-responsibility over you and the moves you make and what you decide to do. Because we have free will, so you might as well exercise it and put your foot down on somebody or in somebody verbally. That stuff really don't matter like that. They want you to, you know how many views, how much that check is from all the people viewing that inauguration and all this stuff, and like people get paid. It's big money, it's big dollars. People get paid off that stuff. It's all about the almighty dollar. It's a capital system. The system is built off of money. It's all about money. Stop worrying about who's presidents and start focusing on your presidents. Doesn't matter who's president. Where's your presidents? It doesn't matter who's presidents. It matters if you have some. It doesn't matter who's president. All that matters is if you have some. You can quote Druuill Williams on that. All right. Doesn't matter who's president. All that matters is that you have some. Druuill Williams. Seriously. Rich people are really not that affected by that. People who work and do things for themselves and put themselves into position. Oh, he's running for president? Oh, okay. Things may change and things may be a little different. You may have to pay whatever. But guess what? When you have a mind like mine, when you have a Christ mind, none of that stuff matters. The God in you can finesse any system. You want to talk about finessing the system? God don't give a damn about this system. You're rich. In his eyes, this video will piss some people off because they don't have that power within themselves to count on themselves, to believe in themselves. They think God is outside of them. See, when you think God is outside of you, you're gonna accolade power to everything outside yourself. President, tree, fork, spoon, bag of chips. Everything will have power over you. Television. All because you don't, and that's the greatest sin. Man's separation from God. Man seeing himself as separate from God. Man seeing God as being something outside of himself. The greatest sin, the greatest lie ever told and accepted is that God is somewhere, some far distant land outside of yourself. They sold a lie, we bought it, believed it, but now I got the receipts. Drutube got the receipts. It's time to get that old stingy God back. They can have it. That power and presence of God within us that you feel right now that led you to this video, that's the real God. The power and presence, the divine power within you. Doesn't matter who's president. Your president, his president, hers president, whoever's president. Whoever president. Your president in your life. Doesn't matter who's president. All that matters is that you have some. So when people say, oh, it's better when so-and-so's in office, that's because they're looking for a break. They're looking for a handout. They're looking for somebody to do something for them instead of doing something for themselves. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, aka do something for yourself. Do for self. What's his name? Farrakhan been saying that. Do for self. Do for self. Do for self. Do for yourself. Do for your damn self. Drutube saying, do for your goddamn self. I gotta wake some people up, man. I gotta shock some people. Do for your goddamn self. Talking about who's in office and how it controls things. In an aspect, in a way, yes. Maybe even in the grand scale or grand scheme of things. But guess what? Your mind is God. You still have power to create your own reality. Everybody could choose to be poor or accept poverty if they want to. You could wake up tomorrow and hit the lottery and become a thousandaire or a millionaire. People still hitting the lottery every damn day. How you gonna tell me it's any crisis type of crisis? They printing the money up. Somebody gotta have it. Why not me? That's what you should say to yourself. Why not me? So whoever's in office, that determines your ambition for your goals. Whoever's in office, that determines your ambition for your dreams. Whoever's in office, that determines the way your life is going to go. Just because of some numbers and some bills passed and some laws passed. You can live in that reality if you want to. Oh, you don't live in reality. Hey, maybe I don't. But I tell you what, I live in the house of God. I live in the mind of God. I make sure my thoughts are God's thoughts. The Bible will tell you, your ways are not my ways. That's why you say and affirm and confirm. And praise God in this way, form, and fashion. My thoughts are God's thoughts. My mind is God's mind. He doesn't mind that. Haha, no pun intended. But what he does mind, and what you need to mind too, is putting your faith and power in these, and whoever outside of yourself, whoever Titian, whoever president, whoever. Trump, why do you think Trump is even president? If Trump thought like a voter, he'd be a voter. If you watching this video thought like a president, you'd be a president, even if it was just one in your own life. Let that sink in. Are you thinking like a voter, or are you thinking like a bill passer? a law passer, a lawmaker. They got to vote too. They're just thinking a little different. They after what they want. You know what? I'm gonna get this law passed, and it's gonna make things better for me. I'm gonna get some of these voters. I'm gonna get some of these people who could be on board with my agenda. Everybody got an agenda. I'm starting to figure out how this thing works. I ain't even in politics. All it takes, come on, man. All it takes is a man. All it takes is a mind. All it takes is a man. All it takes is a mind. That's it. That is it. You determine your reality, not some election. You determine where you go in life, not somebody's 4 years. The best 4 years of your life is determined by some votes. People ain't got nothing to live for, y'all. Between holidays, sports, people aren't going after their dreams. People are waking up with nothing to live for. Letting the television tell them what to do with themselves. Oh, this is going on. Oh, we're screwed. You're going to accept that because that's what the television tells you. That's their program. They do what the television tells. The people who are programmed do what the television tells them to do. People that are programmed do what the television tells them to do. Everybody's not going to think the same. Everybody's not going to be asleep. Some people are going to wake up and see through this. Some people are going to put the glasses on. Some people are going to take the red pill. Not everybody's going to choose to stay asleep. Especially the children of Israel. Because it's a great awakening happening, taking place right before our eyes. You know, this next generation right here, oh man, they're not even ready for what's coming. The TikTok generation, man, you old, and this is no offense, but you older folks, you ain't seen nothing yet. You older folks, we all gonna see some stuff. Get busy before we all go. But I think the people that's going to be most shocked are the people who think things that are going to stay the same and aren't aware that a change is about to occur. That's what Trump represents. The change that's about to take place, man. You're not going to, like, they can't keep fooling people. It's information, just mass information. TikTok, YouTube, social media, video. Information is being pumped and circulated at a mass scale, possibly more than ever. They can't fool people anymore like they used to. People aren't playing these games anymore. People don't want to be played anymore. People want to take initiative. They want to take their power back. They're wondering why the food is fake. They're wondering why they can't collect rainwater or they get a fine. They're wondering why it's plastic in the water and it's not real water. They're wondering why everything is fake. Food fake, water fake. Next thing, we're going to have fake air. God forbid. They selling it to you now. So, I mean, you got to take initiative. There's some 20-year-old kid right now that this young black gentleman built a plastic to fuel machine. He's not waiting for somebody to cut gas prices. That little ninja built his, man. He said, I'm 18 now, or however old he is now. If somebody send me a donation, you heard that stomach growl. All right, it's a Taco Tuesday, baby. All right. The young man built a plastic to fuel machine generator, turning plastic to fuel. and it didn't even emit toxic waste. He had it pump out emissions that would be good for the environment. And he's rich. It's plastic. You can decide whatever for yourself. You can decide whatever you want to do. You can learn. You can learn engineering. You can learn. You can learn how to build machines. You can learn chemistry. You probably are one of the progenitors of it and don't even know. Probably wouldn't even be no chemistry or no engineering if it wasn't for you. And they got you walking around with your pants hanging off your ass. We're only going up from here. We're tired of being played with. It's time for everybody to just do for themselves. And the people that don't just ain't gonna have shit. And the people that do, they're gonna have stuff. When you see a person that has something, you see somebody that did something. When you see somebody that doesn't have something, you see somebody that didn't do nothing. What's wrong with telling somebody to do something for yourself? That's how you know people got soft. That's how you know people are programmed. That shook some people. What? Pull myself up? Do I have to do something for myself? What? And I understand some people's plight, because when some people try to do for themselves, you know, they'll bring FBI aircraft and blow your whole civilization up. What a nice day to be in my own neighborhood with people who look like it's a bomb. Everything you know gone right before your eyes. Your neighborhood, your livelihood, your aunt, your uncle, your grandmother, brothers, cousins, everybody blown up to smithereens and dead. And you're supposed to care about other things when no one even cares about the whole U.S. government blowing up a whole race of people, wondering why they're on drugs and strung out and burnt out and killing each other. But you still have to do for yourself. So I understand the plight in that. I understand the shock, like, whoa, what? Wait a minute. We still got to do for ourselves, because that's what we were doing before they blew us up. We were doing for ourselves. They just decided to blow us up. So, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, people could, if you destroy an ant civilization, they probably not going to go back there and rebuild. I'm not sure how that works. I'd have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure they probably go somewhere else and try to rebuild somewhere else. If you keep messing with them enough, they'll probably just say, you know what, forget this anthill, let's go somewhere else. Ants are programmed to, you know, still stick together, but they're ants. They're not people. People will see themselves as individuals. When some stuff like that happens, oh shit, every man for himself. Ain't gonna blow me up. That's what happens when we work together. Oh no. We still gotta try. And we still can't give up. So let's just every man for themselves. You know, if I take care of me, you take care of you, everybody take care of themselves. Be your own president. Don't let nobody BS you. Don't let nobody try to play you for a fool. Because that'll never happen. We ain't doing that over here on this side. But hold yourself accountable. Do for yourself. Be responsible. Make some things happen. Chase a dream. Don't rely on some man who's following his dream, and you putting all your hope and energy and positivity into another person that you don't even know. You just seen them on TV. But you see yourself in the mirror every day. I want you to think about that. This has been another Drutube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. You better smash that like button, pound that subscribe button. And don't forget to share this video. And I'll see you in the next one. If you like my content, send a donation. The link is in the description. Peace, love, and light. And I'll see you next time. Vote for yourself.